Alright guys, welcome to episode 2 of Uninsightful Insights, where I react to stupid videos. And the YouTuber this time will be RoRants. And I'm still recovering from the brain damage of smaller rants, so to not waste you guys' time, let's just go straight into it.
I just got expelled for refusing to delete my YouTube channel. After posting a video exposing my corrupt principal, I knew he'd be waiting to punish me at school today. But this time, I came prepared. Immediately, he calls me into his office, and before I can even sit down, shouts,
"What you did was unacceptable. You're suspended effective immediately."
And he tells me to call my parents to break the news. However, my parents were already ready for this. You see, after reading thousands of your comments advising me on the law, I did some research and discovered that if I'm not uploading videos while on school property and not leaking anyone's identities, then they have no right to suspend me. And if he does, then there's nothing stopping me from revealing the school name for millions of you guys to leave reviews online. So when my parents threatened him with this on the phone, I genuinely watched Bro turn bright red in front of me. Thanks to you guys, he's forced to let me stay at the school as long as I never leak the name. If you want to see my principal get fired, subscribe.
Okay, we're already seeing some improvement. They're not talking about some mommy goth. So, I still don't got anything special to say about him. There's nothing really that bad right now. So let's just get to the second one.
There's about to be a great meme reset on January 1st. So ever since memes like Italian brain rot and 6'7" have completely taken over, the internet has finally had enough and decided that on January 1st, 2026, all memes are going to be completely reset. This means that classics like Nyan Cat, Ugandan Knuckles, and even the Dancing Banana are all going to make their return, while the new gen brain rot memes are not allowed to be posted ever again. And the funniest part is that most of these kids wouldn't have even been alive back when some of these OG memes were popular. So it's finally time we reclaim memes. Is 2025 actually saved?
Every single rat YouTuber has at least done one video on the Great Meme Reset. And also, if you're wondering why I sound dead, from where I'm at is 11:48 p.m. right now. I would really appreciate if you liked the video or subscribed. I'm not telling you you have to, but it will make my day. So, let's just get into the third one.
What do you mean there's about to be a great throwback to 2021 when this girl put Gorilla Glue in her hair after running out of hairspray and instantly regretted it because within minutes her hair became rock hard and caused massive headaches, and despite scrubbing her hair with numerous different hair products to try and get the glue out, nothing seemed to work. So out of pure desperation, she takes a trip to the ER hoping that they'll finally be able to remove the glue from her hair. But when even they couldn't do anything to help, there was only one option left. So she ended up traveling over 1,800 miles from New Orleans to Los Angeles to see this specific surgeon who created a special type of liquid that would hopefully be able to dissolve the glue from her hair. And finally, after over 4 grueling hours later, the glue was finally removed.
So this still isn't anything special, but I'm feeling a bit worse. So it's just story time things right now. Like, trust me, it gets much worse. So let's get into the fourth video.
When a street artist went viral for writing the word red on this wall, which immediately got painted over by a cleaner, marking the start of an entire war. Because the artist came back and just painted above the red paint, which was once again covered up. And this continued on for weeks until the artist eventually went above the line, causing the cleaner to get creative and use a pressure washer instead of red paint. And after a few more times, the cleaner actually cheated by painting above the line, causing the artist to call him out. But it seemed the cleaner finally had enough, since the next day he covered the entire wall in red paint, marking the end of a year-long battle between the two. Throwback to 2000.
Why do you keep so full? Are you in tune with the past? This is just useless information at this point. So let's get into the fifth video.
When a Throwback to 2021 when this guy went viral after trying to see how many licks it would take to reach the center of a massive jawbreaker, not realizing this would be his biggest mistake. At 1,000 licks, he got through to the first color. At 2,000 licks, he got through a few more. And at 4,000 licks, it finally looked like he was making some progress. But just 13 days later, when he finally reached the center at an insane 7,013 licks, his jaw and tongue started to ache really badly, but he wasn't done yet. Because he made it his mission to figure out just how long it would take to finish the entire thing. And what happened next was insane. At 10,013 licks, he barely made a dent. At nearly 15,000 licks, he actually managed to make a hole through to the other side. And at over 21,000 licks, thinks he got a small side of it completely done with. But then disaster struck, because just a few days later he posted a TikTok explaining how this challenge caused his jaw to become so painful that even his doctors were begging him to stop. However, even though he wanted to continue, the jawbreaker accidentally got thrown away by his mom, putting an end to the challenge instantly.
Like, once again, what's with that YouTubers using this camera shutter sound effect? And also, this is just more useless information. I understand that there's people out there who find this entertaining, but at least put some effort into it. Let's just go to the 6th video.
Throwback to 2021. Someone stole my little brother's brain rot, so I ruined their life. When my brother came into my room screaming and crying, I thought he'd injured himself, but it was even worse. Someone had stolen his 6'7" and steal a brain rot. And the crazy part is that this kid proceeded to call him names in voice chat, and even bully him until he was breaking down in tears. But I'm not gonna let this slide. I crack my knuckles and spend the next 2 hours finding out everything I can about this kid. I searched through his Roblox connections, find his IRL friends, and since one of his friends was using his real-life name, I was quickly able to find the kid's Instagram. That's all I needed. Within a few minutes, I find his mother's Instagram, where I write a kind message about her son's behavior, including details of all the messed up stuff he said to my 9-year-old brother. Let's just say I don't think he'll be doing this again. Boost this video so he sees it by subscribing.
I don't know if this is just false, but it cannot be that serious. Like, someone cannot cry that hard over steal a brain rot. And how would you know if the people in his friends list are his real life friends? Like, this is just evidence that it isn't true. I'm tired, so let's just get this over with quickly. We're going to the 7th video now.
Someone stole my little brother. Where did these iconic Roblox sounds originate from? Starting with this iconic scream which comes from the game Work at a Pizza Place, along with other sounds like bye. But who actually made these sounds? Well, by slowing down the audio, people discovered that the original voice actor was the creator of Pizza Place, Dud1, but the history behind and is even crazier. These both come from extremely old sources, the first of which being taken from a song made all the way back in 2009 named But the origin of goes so much deeper. You see, while most people think it comes from this viral video with over 100 million views, it actually originates from a video game created over 25 years ago called Messiah, where you can hear the iconic sound in this cutscene.
This is just more useless information. And then how did I go that fast in the clip earlier? And this is gonna be the last part of the video. And I've saved the worst for last.
The popular girls at school bullied me for my Roblox channel, so I got revenge. My life has been a living hell since they found my channel, and it's getting worse every day, all because of one group of girls. Like, it started with hate comments and putting pictures in my locker. But the final straw was when they came into school and handed me a t-shirt of my channel, asking if I could sign it since I'm so famous. And bro, her friends acted like this was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. But I wasn't gonna just let this slide, nah. So I did some digging, and found all their social media channels, and saw that they're actually trying to blow up on TikTok themselves, just not with much success. So since they want to be famous, I'll make them famous. By exposing everything they've said all in this video, then sending it to their parents, future college, and blowing this video up for millions to see. Help boost the video by subscribing.
Like, it isn't that deep. Just ignore them. Oh my god. This is just stupid. Alright, I'm done. See you guys in the next video.